You think you know me.
That's a bit of a long pause there. Yeah, could have been a little bit faster. Alone in my room, I leave all my belongings on the bed and sit on the desk chair. I pick up a random manga from my shelf, over to the right where I store all of Natsuki's books. For some reason or another, she always gives me every issue she buys. I won't complain though. A present is a present. It's not like I can give them back. She just says, here, I've already finished this, now you read them, and puts them in my hand, or even in my bag. Which, over my standards, I would never do. I have a love for my things, so I try to keep them, even if I've already read them hundreds of times. Oh, but of course, I'll lend them to anyone willing to read them if they haven't already. Someone's at my door. Judging by the time, it can only be... Natsuki! Hey, why the long face? I even made some cookies. Really? Of course. You wish. God damn it, Natsuki. Now I'm hungry, thanks. No problem. What I did do is buy the ingredients to make some if you want. But you're banned from the kitchen. Why? What do you mean by why? Because I don't want to blow up again? God, I still get the shivers remembering that day. What are you going to do if I end up mad because of that trauma? Well, take the responsibility? Oh, that's new. How exactly? By paying you the amount needed to fix you? A fraction of infinite is still infinite, you know. I'll tell you, it'll take you millennia just to scratch the surface. Oh, then I guess I would spend the rest of my life in jail. What a bother. Yeah, you stay there, rotting, while I see you die in your cell with my little mad eyes. But I'll get to see you, right? That'll be your reward for good behavior. Daga Kotoaru. Kotoaru. I don't speak Japanese. I'm guessing that's Japanese, so I'm sorry, but I'll try it again. Daga Kotoaru. I wanted to say that before you. First come, first served. Gosh, I hate you so much right now. I'll make less cookies for you. Oh god, no. Not the cookies. Then ask for my forgiveness on your knees, you pleb. Very well, my lord. I got on my knees, still looking at her. I don't know if she's noticed, but I'm still over her shoulders, even on my knees. That was a fun thing to discover, but I think I'll just give it to myself for now. Okay, my servant. You've proven thee worthy of these cookies of mine. Rejoice, young one, for your hunger shall be sated. Yes, my lord, I am humbly grateful for thee. We both burst into laughter after not being able to hold it back for long. Being invited in eventually, she goes straight to the kitchen, puts her apron on and prepares some of the cookware she needed. So, which one do you prefer? With or without chocolate? I like chocolate, so use that. It's nice of you to have chosen that, since I am going to use it anyways. That leaves out the need to fake an apology later. You're supposed to hide that kind of stuff, you know. Huh? I mean, I don't even think I consider you worth lying, so I prefer not to. Nah, that's just cruel. If it helps, I would respect the fact that you wanted them without chocolate. Which doesn't mean fucking hell, now I'm really dying. Which doesn't mean I would have stopped myself from doing what I said I'd have done. You do realize this is still my house, right? Not for much longer. I've already conquered both of your shelf and this kitchen. Next up is your stomach, so ready yourself. You already did that the first time you brought cookies for me. Really? I thought they were kind of burnt and not as well made, honestly. In fact, I brought them to you just because they weren't that great. Not that there were any more than those, but... I get the picture, don't worry. But I still think they were nice. Especially the ones that had salt. Stop teasing me! Natsuki went back to the kitchen where she started baking the cookies. I laugh a little, although it is true that I like the salt on the cookies. As for me, I'm banned from entering or touching anything in the kitchen, so I just spent the rest of the time talking to her about manga, like what we do all these months. The cookies are ready. Natsuki disappears behind the counter and takes the cookies out the oven. You know, I wish you could come more often. And why is that? Because every time you come you make cookies. It would be a really happy life if I could just eat homemade cookies every day, you know. It would also be nice if you learned how to not destroy the kitchen, so you could actually work on making them instead of having a girl make them for you. You're gonna always teach me, you know. Ha, you wish. Natsuki is a really good cook. She's been cooking for herself since she was in school. Not because she has any problems as far as I know. She just enjoys cooking as a hobby, and since most of the recipes need some wait time, she has time to read. Oh, by the way, have you finished the manga I left here last time? I was going to read it today, then this happened. Then why don't you get it and read it now? I mean, with these cookies there, I bet you'll enjoy it even more. Not going to argue with that. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I grabbed volume number 53 and take it downstairs with me. There you are. The cookies are already on the table, so let's sit down and read. What? Are you going to read with me? Of course. Why? Well, because I haven't bought the new issue yet, so I can't read anything new. And I've only read that once, so maybe I'll find something I didn't this time. You can also say that I like to read in tandem more. Didn't give me that impression today when I talked about the club, you know. I'm just selective with who I'm willing to read with. You should be honored you're one of them, in fact. My humble apologies, my lord. As long as you understand. I sit down and open the issue. Then I start reading from the first page. Munch, munch, munch. Huh? When did I? How did I? I had a cookie in my mouth before I knew it. But both of my hands were busy with the book, so how did I? Unless... Did you really? It took you long enough to find out. You show space out when you're reading. Yeah, kind of. But well, about the cookies, I would rate them 11 out of 10. Hey! I don't accept perfection, you know. I don't accept being more perfect than that either. Well, aren't we a little too picky? tricky, huh? Natsuki retreats a little and grabs something from the kitchen counter. There! The next thing I know, I need something sticky on my face. You look like something taken out of an ecchi manga. Why you... I stand up quickly, leaving the volume on the table. Natsuki tries to run, but there is nowhere to run in that small kitchen. So I catch her with no effort whatsoever. Oh, here we go again. Wait, that's a bit different. That is actually... that has some... Is that brown or red? This part, because it used to be all white. So what is this here? Now you're mine. I'm going to put this cookie topping all over your face and laugh to myself. No, wait. You're my minion. What are you even trying? Should I consider this your official revolution, filthy pleb? Consider it a war riot, if you will. I'll finally free the country of your tyranny, my lord. Go ahead if you can. Natsuki struggles. She is trying to break free from my grip, but it's too much for her. But thanks to that, I can't get to the dough, so I guess she wins this time too. I can't let her go free just for that though. So what are you going to hold me against the wall or what forever? I personally don't mind. I have a perfect view of the dough I've placed on your face from here. In fact, let me offer something to you. If you lick my feet, I'll go as far as to forget this beautiful revolution. How does that sound? Your feet, huh? I don't think I can lick your feet from this position. What can I do, though? I slowly move my face towards Natsuki. What? Wait! In a swift move, making sure she couldn't avoid me, I licked the dough off her fingers. It's Act 1 all over again. It was sweet, almost like the cookie itself, but just with that distinct taste of raw sweets have. What was that for? Payback. Now you've done it. Natsuki suddenly kicks my leg and takes advantage of that act to break free. Serves you right. Natsuki runs past me and disappears behind the door. Wait! I run behind her and we are playing the strangest game of tag I've ever played. Well then, I'm leaving. Not so long after we stop playing tag, we sit down and read the issue to the end, while eating the cookies Natsuki made. After finishing, she stands up and said she had to leave, so I walk her out. I really wish I could stay here longer, but I got to finish homework, so... Next time, bring it here. So you can copy them? No thanks. Damn, she saw right through me. I mean, we don't go to the same class, but we are in the same grade, so our subjects are almost identical. Which is why I want her to help me finish it. Anyways, go get it done. I don't want to be labeled as a lazy person just because I am with you. Okay, Mom. See you tomorrow then. Natsuki walks out, leaving me and my home alone. I guess it's time to finish homework, isn't it? Right, that was day 1. Obviously we don't have the poem games anymore, considering there is only one person we can make the poems to, so there's no point of having that. Then again, we haven't actually started Literature Club yet, so maybe that'll change. The classes are over for today. Fucking hell, my throat is really dry right now. I really feel sick, but I kinda wanna get this done. At least, I guess I'll get this day done and then I'll cook something for dinner. Like actual dinner, not like as a metaphor of just just heating something in the oven. No, 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 no. Like actual cook something. And then maybe we'll finish this off. I kinda wanna do this just in one go. Which is kinda bad considering some of the mods that I have planned on doing, they are apparently taking like 10 plus hours, so that's gonna be interesting. And so everyone is leaving. Everyone but me. I still have some time until Monica arrives, so I start doing some of the homework. This way Natsuki won't be able to scold me later. Might even be able to scold her back this time. Excuse me, is Lopsa here? Before I can open my notebook again, Monica opens the door and interrupts her own question as soon as she sees me as the only one to be here. Oh, you're here all alone. Oh, Monica, you're here already? Well, to be honest, I was kind of nervous, so I ended up running here. By the way, is your friend coming? I don't think so. She has cleanup duties today, so we'll have to pick her up after we're done with the paperwork. Oh, a she? That's nice. I thought you were going to bring a boy and I'll have to be the only girl there. Well, now I'm the only boy there, you know? But you're strong, right? I'm sure you'll be able to survive by yourself. Yeah, sure. Natsuki's already hard to treat by herself. Thinking about how I'll have to deal with twice as much from now on gives me a headache. This is painful and this pain is all here for the near future. Well then, let's go. I pack my stuff again and double check them to make sure I don't leave anything here. Sure, as people always say, the early bird gets the worm. That really sounded like you just read it from somewhere and wanted to use that desperately. Was it that obvious? As we leave the classroom, Monica and I laugh at the things she wanted to say. Here we are. With all the papers in one hand, Monica reaches for the door with the other and gently taps it. Excuse me. Monica opens the teacher's classroom door, then walks in. Oh, Lopsa, can you wait here? I don't think you'll need to come inside until we start talking about other members. And as you can see, the room is quite crowded already, so I look inside and all I can see are teachers talking to students all over. I'll call you when I need you. Okay. Alone in the corridor, I stand there waiting. I start to think about how I could have done part of the homework if I stayed in the classroom. Can you actually get rid of Monica? Or just fade to black? Actually fade back to the corridor. I can hear voices coming from the other side of the door. When I try to hear what they're saying, I identify one of them as Monica's. She's still talking to the teacher about the club, about what kind of activities we will hold and the equipment for them. Oh, now they're talking about the next 2 weeks. I don't remember her telling me anything regarding that, so I'll try to listen. I slowly place my ear on the wall. Over the next week and we'll be able to get some members for the festival. The festival? Oh, the school festival! That's right, it's in 2 weeks from now. They must be talking about it because Monica still lacks 2 more members of the cult in order to be recognized. After all, you need 5 members to create a club, but this school has a permit that allows you to open doors for a month at most. Should you not have the 5 members by then, the club will be closed. Either way, you'll need at least 3 members to get that permit. That's why Natsuki and I are such a vital part of all this. She's probably trying to convince the teachers that she'll get 5 by then. Well, now that I know she's already doing everything, I decide to back off the wall and lean on it instead. It's boring here. I should find a way to pass time. While thinking about what I could do, I remember that I brought Natsuki's manga with me today, just in case I have to wait. I take it out and start to read. Lopsa! What? Shocked, I dropped the manga on the ground. What was that for? It's not polite to go around shouting at people, you know. It's not polite to ignore a friend either, so we're even. Ignore? Oh. Sorry, I tend to get really focused whenever I'm doing something. People tell me that all the time. Oh well, it's okay. Now that I know, I'll pinch you at the club whenever I need you. The club? Oh yeah, how did it go? Directly to the hard questions, huh? Well, there are good news and bad news, and my voice broke a bit. Good news is that we got ourselves a classroom for the club, so that's nice. Bad news, since the festival is in 10 days, we got almost no time to make up something to attract people. 10 days? Hang on. So this is taking place... Well, after... The festival is on Monday. We can confirm that because Act 1 we prepare for it on Sunday. So that means it is Friday. It's currently Friday. So we are basically let me just count a bit. We are about 5 days earlier than the actual game starts. Because the actual game starts on Tuesday. Because the first time you go to the club, or day 1, that's Wednesday. Poem 2 to Thursday, and poem 3 is Friday, because it goes to the weekend after that. So we are currently 4 days before the DDLC actually starts. 4 days before that. And just based on that count, it's currently Friday. So we started on Thursday, which is almost a week earlier than we would normally start. Which is interesting, which means we have more time to spend playing this mode. And oh my god, we are 40 minutes into this. We are legit 40 minutes into this, and we have gotten nowhere pretty much. And well, you already know, you're already aware how clubs work here, so I'm pretty sure you can already get why that's bad news. Yeah, kind of. We could always ask Natsuki bake some sweets for the festival though. Sweets? That's a great idea in fact. We could use the smell of some cookies or muffins to attract people. And then... Monica starts making some karate moves. We'll knock them out and force them to join. That's too messed up, even as a joke. Really? But I want to karate chop people. As I said, I'm obviously joking. Although it's true that we should use sweets to attract them, then show them something unique and special. Oh, and what's that something special you're on about? I'm glad you asked. Here. Monica hands over a piece of paper towards me. When I read it, it's a poem. Haven't had to do this in a while, so here we go. Just a normal girl. I wake up in the morning and go get a shower, like a normal girl. Then I make myself something for breakfast and eat it, like a normal girl. I like to walk early to school so I can prepare for class, like a normal girl. After class, I grab a book from the library and read it, like a normal girl. When I go home, I like finishing my homework early so I can enjoy the day, like a normal girl. I am just a normal girl. One that just happens to enjoy a book over television. One that just happens to like having her work done fast. One that just happens to be diligent. God damn it, buddy, this is the time you wanna break? God damn it. One that just happens to be diligent. One that happens not to enjoy being called perfect. What's this? What do you ask? It's obviously a poem. And what's so obviously a poem about it? I just read a bunch of sentences written on a paper with a somewhat nice order. Oh ho! Aren't we a little too high on our horses here? Well, let me show how a poem works. Open my bag and tear out a piece of paper from my history class notebook and a pen. Watch and learn. This is gonna end horribly. Absolutely horribly. Oh no, please. Oh, thank God. Error 500 cannot execute poem game. Please try again later. Defaulting to main route.